Hello there. I am Juan Carlos Reyes Rojas, and I am marketing professor at the Nueva Granada Military University in the Faculty of Economic Sciences, and we are going to talk about segmentation. This is a critical topic in marketing strategy. Well, as I told you, in this conversation, we will speak about segmentation and some aspects that are important for marketing management and strategy. These 8 points are an introduction due to this topic is very complex and its application depends on every specific context. We will begin in basics and finish with the marketing plan. First, to target the right audience means direct effort in contact people linked with the product or the brand. This could be with actual or potential customers. Second, the company will spend the money and other resources with more efficiency due to the fact that there are more possibilities of interaction and purchase with those who have more affinity. And finally, understanding the segment allows to us to know all the reasons for purchase and use by customers. This is essential for customer satisfaction. Satisfying all customers is literally impossible, given that the human being is unique and unrepeatable. But because human beings are sociable, it is possible that such as persons share some tastes and preferences. The central concept of segmentation is to divide into groups of people with similar needs, but each group may require different strategies. After dividing the client groups, brand must decide which group or groups to target in order to focus its communication and marketing efforts. This slide shows the relation between segmentation and other important marketing concepts such as differentiation and positioning. The main objective is to create value for consumers. Understood, creating value as satisfying needs by exceeding expectations, leading the brand to loyalty and recognition. First, you must divide the market into potential customer types and then choose which of those divisions or groups you want to serve. Then you begin the differentiation and position process. That's working on the value proposition. At this stage, you ask two key questions. What makes my offering different? And how does the market recognize me like brand? Why is important segmentation? Well, first because customers want to feel unique, which has led companies to the concept of personalization, making each customer feel unique. This can be seen with offering tailor-made products or products that satisfy unique needs, as we'll be seeing later. Unserved markets can also be identified. For example, in Colombia, Banco Popular has worked a lot intensively with retirees. This segment is also known as the silver economy, which includes products and services aimed at people who already receive a pension and are over 65 years old for men and 60-year-old for women. In this sense, it represented an innovation for the bank, and it had to adjust its strategy and resources to target content and sell services to these individuals. Similarly, by grouping customers and determining how much was invested in marketing and how many sales were generated from every specific group of customers. Let's start with some kind of segmentation. Geographic segmentation attempts to divide the market into geographic units. Colombia, for example, has 32 departments and nearly 1,123 municipalities. It has also regions that group together several well-known locations, as can be seen. For this type of segmentation, the number of people is also important, and it must be analyzed alongside another aspects. These are the most important cities in Colombia, with the respective population number. For example, Bogota, the capital of the country, and the Department of Cundinamarca, almost 8 million citizens. Medellin, the capital of Antioquia, almost 2,600,000. Cali, the capital of Valle del Cauca, almost 2,300,000. Barranquilla, the capital of the Atlántico Department, almost 1,300,000. And Cartagena, the tourist district and capital of Bolívar, more than 1 million citizens. As for regions, as can be used on the map, the Andean region has the highest concentration of people, accounting for 69% of the total population, followed by Caribbean region and Pacific region with lowest population, accounting for 3.8%. This is also related to the geography of the territory and it's quite jungle-like. Demographic segmentation attempts to divide the market into variables such as those shown, for which population statistics are highly relevant. For example, 33% of the population was born between 1985 and 2005. This entails a significant change in the way we see the world. Population is roughly equal between men and women according to the population pyramid as of today. By the end of 2024, unemployment is 9.1% of economically active population. Employed individuals represent 45% of the total population in Colombia, and per capita income of American dollars is $7,300, although low in the mid-range according to International Monetary Fund for 2024. In this slide, you can see that in Colombia there are more households than dwellings, meaning there are homes with two or more households. There is a housing shortage as many households rent. Colombia is a country with a relatively young population with the average age of approximately 32 years old. The majority of the population is Catholic and the figure is near approaching 12% of population over 65 years old. In psychographic terms, this way of dividing people into groups is based on lifestyles or personality traits. In this case, in Colombia, people, we can see that they are traditionalist, family-oriented, affectionate, kind, religious, and proud of their culinary, cultural, and sporting culture. Proof of this is Colombians found around the world as singers, actors, chefs, and others. On the screen also we can see a typical Colombian family around a meal, in this case a hearty breakfast. These behavioral segmentations seeks to divide customers groups based on consumer knowledge, attitudes, usage, or responses to products. For example, there are products and services that are only available when someone gets married, graduates, or purchases a vehicle. Another approach involves segmentation by benefits, such as those sought after and what a company like Brinks can offer, such as security or speed when using the drive-through services in a restaurant. There is a specific benefit sought. In this case of users, the strategies for addressing each of these types of status vary. The same situation occurs when a company can identify its customers' level of product usage. This implies different levels of attention and service. This issue of loyalty can summarize the company's appropriate customer management. If they want to return purchase, it is because they have gained loyalty. The managing opportunities for competitors. And now, what is positioning? Positioning is a strategic management strategy that must be leveraged to secure a special place in the customer's mind. The following are examples of how a brand might be perceived by its consumers or potential customers. For example, Café Tostado is recognized for democratizing coffee. Juan Valdez for supporting coffee growing families. Starbucks is recognized for its unique atmospheres and so on. Everyone wants to keep a little space in the mind of consumer. And now marketing research. Market research plays an important role in the strategy and of course in positioning. In this sense, the essential role lies on understanding the consumer's tastes, habits, preferences, and how they perceive brands. For example, Alpina consumers recognize the brand for its reputation, quality, and product diversity, especially in the central part of the country. Colanta, on the other hand, is recognized for its connection to the countryside, variety, and quality, and it's most recognized in Antioquia and the coast. Both brands have significant market share throughout the country, including abroad, but Colanta is definitely the best selling brand. 8. In terms of the marketing plan, positioning is a kind of flag that the company carries in the communication and marketing arena, aiming to resonate with its target group and convey with what customers actually think about the brand and what the company can truly offer. Everything is reflected in its programs and budgets, which must include strategies for each segment to be served, thus increasing the likelihood of success with each of the selected groups. Three important conclusions. Number one, understanding the aspect that customer value will allow to the development of well-focused communication and marketing strategies. Proper segmentation and understanding of positioning will deliver the right message to the right customer group, and throughout segmentation, the company will avoid engaging with people who don't want the brand or intend to purchase the brand. And now, these are the references of this presentation. More questions in my mail juan.reyes@unimilitar.edu.co. Thank you so much.